Hello everyone, Crazy Blind Jake here with another affordable weapon review. I'm legally blind and I love weapons, so let's get into this. So today, we're going to be reviewing a very quick review of the United Cutlery M48 Talon Survival Spear, and a comparison to the Strayed Phantom Survival Spear. Now, with examining this spear, and also looking up other reviews on it, I've seen a mixed bag of results. I mean, a lot of people seem to really like it, really love it. And then there are others who have tested it and have actually bent the spearhead. I don't know if that is a quality control issue or not, but I personally, whenever I've sold an M48 item to someone, I've heard little to no complaints. At least nothing that isn't normal wear and tear on a weapon that you use a lot. And I mean, technically, this isn't necessarily a fighting spear, it's a survival spear. And honestly, I'd say it serves that purpose quite well. The only thing I would really have to say I complain about as far as it being called a survival spear compared to the Strayed Phantom is that this one does not have a hollow shaft or haft, pole, whatever you want to call it. It's solid, which for using it in a defensive, offensive circumstance is better. The only problem is you have no space, there's nowhere to put any kind of extra survival equipment inside of it, which is a drawback when it comes to survival. But as far as its capabilities, as far as usability goes, I kind of like that better. So it's more of a matter of, are you carrying your extra survival gear on your person in a pouch or in a pack, or do you want it inside your spear? I mean, that's really more of a matter of preference. Like the Strayed Phantom, the M48 Talon is fairly robust. It's not too tall, not too short. I actually prefer a slightly longer spear. But for the purposes of it being a quote-unquote survival spear, the length is fine. And with the Strayed Phantom, you can actually buy an extension for it. This one, I don't believe you can, but I'd like to say they make a longer version of this. Maybe they don't, I can't quite remember. But anywho, that's neither here nor there, that's also a matter of preference. But I will also give this the same rating as the Strayed Phantom, which is 4.5 out of 5 stars. And it's very affordable. I mean, I think the highest I see them go for retail is like around 120 bucks, give or take. I think the lowest I see them go for is like $70, give or take. So that's not bad. It's also a very wide price range, depending on where you're shopping. But it's still very affordable if you're looking for a short spear for survival purposes, practice purposes, whatever. It's not bad at all. I mean, for the price point, let's say you do break it or something, or let's say you somehow manage to break the shaft or something, and the head's still in good shape, you could always repurpose it. So you're really not out of a lot of money. It's not too bad. That's one good thing about most spears and the affordable bracket is if you break them, you can either repurpose the head, or unless you bend the head or something, or you can replace it and not cry too much about it. So, this one here is the M48 Talon, of course. You actually get a good look at the spearhead. Get a little bit closer for you. Oh, also excuse any background noise you might hear. My lovely assistant slash fiance is in the other room playing video games. And my dog's put up so he doesn't interrupt either of us, because he likes to get really involved in my videos, but he's been a little bit hyper today, so I wasn't going to have that with a fairly sharp spear near him. So, that's the M48 Talon. And give me 1 second here. Grab the Strayed. Oh, ouch. I just poked myself. Safety first, people. Be careful when you're handling pointy objects. So, that one there was the Talon. This one right here, right? And now this one. This one here is the Strayed. Different finish on it, obviously. Like, got this hard, rough, textured finish on it, which is kind of nice for survival purposes, in my opinion. I think it protects the steel a lot better. So for survival purpose, I actually think the Strayed is better. as far as its outdoorsiness is concerned. And like I said, with this one, with its pole, shaft, haft, whatever you want to call it, comes with paracord on it. And it is a wider, thicker shaft, but like I said, it is hollow, at least partially. Although the paracord does give it a nice grip, but the one thing I like about the M48 is that it has like grips built into or shaped into the shaft. More paracord there. Then all the way down here at the bottom, the little tassel is this end unscrews, and you had all your little survival goodies inside of the tube here. I'm not sure if the whole thing's completely hollow, if it just goes up to a certain point, but you can hide, you know, all your little survival knickknacks and doodads, matches, maybe even a lighter, other things. I mean, although technically it does come with like a fire starter type rod in it and things like that, but the point is that the point is that for strictly survival purposes, this is better for carrying extra gizmos and doodads, and I like to finish on the head better and things like that. But for fighting purposes, even though I do like the robust head on the Phantom, I like the shaft of the Talon better. Yes, please get all your shaft and haft and pole jokes out of the way. Go ahead. Be a child for 5 minutes. Get out of your system. It's all good. But you see what I mean? I mean, this looks really cool, but I don't think it provides a lot of protection for the steel per se. Now, granted, these both come with like rubberized type sheaths to go over the heads. Now, if you're using it as a walking stick or something, which I almost feel like they're a little bit too short for walking sticks. But let's say you are using it for a walking stick. It's kind of nice to keep your cover on. That way, if you fall, you don't, well, poke your eye out, kill yourself, whatever. Please be careful. So that's kind of nice to protect it. But at the same time, though, when in use, I just feel that this finish is better. But all in all, I wouldn't say either of them are bad. I give them both easily 4.5 out of 5 stars today. Sorry, stuttered a little bit there. But yes, the review today is about this one, the Talon. And United Cutlery, I think, did a pretty good job. I get a lot of people ask me, because I have a little side business selling weapons and stuff in my local area, blah, blah, blah. Which, if you ever want to check that out, it's Crazy Jake Self-Defense Emporium and more. And that I have a YouTube, or excuse me, I have a Facebook page, and I have a an actual website, which I've been really, really bad about keeping updated lately, so please forgive me for that. The best thing to do is, like, if you're in my local area, would be to go on there and actually message me using the Facebook Messenger through my business page to ask me about my items, because I swear Facebook hates when I upload new photos and stuff to my business page. It's fine about just about everything else, but it hates it when I try to upload or take down certain products, but that's aside the point. This is a pretty good spear, though. Like I said, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I want to make this shorter, but of course I ramble on and on and on. It's just what I do. And, oh, in case I don't really quite have a good setup here to show you per se, but both these spears are both about the same length, in case you were wondering. At least, you know, obviously without the straight Phantom with the extension, which is different, which I don't have that, so that's whatever. But no, these are about the same length, and they're built in a lot of ways very similarly. And I say both of them are good options if you're looking for a good, you know, modernized spear. The prices are reasonable. It's just a matter of where you find them, where you get them. Actually, the Schrade one is part of my personal collection that I'm keeping. And this M48 Talon, I got in specifically to sell in my store. That way, if people really like them and wanted more of them, I could find more of them and sell them, so on and so forth. But I figure since I got it in, I do a review and comparison video, which obviously you're watching. And like I said, not too different to be like, oh, these are two totally different items and weapons. No, they're similar enough to be comparable. It's just more of a matter of, do you want to carry extra gear inside of your spear or not? Is really what it boils down to, in my opinion. The only reason I personally am keeping the Schrade for myself instead is simply because, and I'm not trying to be a fanboy or anything, I really have had good success with Schrade products growing up and as a kid and as a young man. Actually, I had this one Schrade pocket knife I must have carried for like, over 10 years, and I still have it somewhere, and the handle's cracked, the finish is worn off. I mean, it's been through hell and back, and I still have it, and it's still functional. And it's funny because on the blade it actually says Schrade Tough. And in my opinion, for the most part, Schrade makes a very tough product. But anywho, this is about this item. The M48. And again, also still quite rugged. Now, I did see a video in which someone did bend the head of one of these right in half. But I've seen just as many videos where people do terrible things to these and they stand up just fine. So again, like I said, I don't know if that's a quality control issue or perhaps what they were throwing the spear at. I don't know. Could be a lot of reasons. But again, this is the M48 Talon, and that is the Schrade Phantom. But the M48 Talon, all day easily, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And I'm sorry if this video was rambly. It's been a little while since I've done one, so I'm a little bit out of practice. So my apologies. And also, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want, find me on Facebook at Crazy Jake Self-Defense Emporium and more. Feel free to like and share that too. Because, I mean, I'm very much a beginner when it comes to all this, even though I've been around weapons most of my whole life. And I really enjoy doing this, but I'd like to become a little bit more popular, maybe connect with some other really good YouTubers out there who have been doing this for a long time and do really good review videos themselves. So, like I said, the more I get out there, the more that maybe I can branch out and meet newer better YouTubers, more experienced YouTubers, and just have more fun with it and learn even more about weaponry and self-defense and things like that. And you know, because, you know, a lot of people when they watch these videos and stuff, unless they pay attention, they forget that I'm legally blind. So I just think it's really cool that I give a different perspective. Speaking of which, from a blind person's perspective, I think both of these weapons are fantastic. Both as tools and weapons. Simply because of, with the M48 you have, like, the built-in finger grooves, and with the Schrade you have the paracord, so know where your hand placement is. So that's really nifty, and there's a lot of other little features, but what it boils down to is they're both fairly tactile as far as, like, being able to use your hands. Obviously going to use your hands using these, but using your hands to determine how you're going to use this item, it's actually really handy. Haha, hands handy. God, I'm terrible today. I need to practice more. Anywho, so, the M48 Talon, sorry for the rambling, 4.5 out of 5 stars, and compared to the Schrade Phantom, about the same. So I hope you enjoyed this lovely, rambly, pointy, stabby stick video, and have a fantastic day. And be safe, guys.